What is going on, squad? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives, Make Money Online Trainer podcast. It's your boy, Brian Mark. And in today's episode, we're on 10K Mastermind PODCHATS, where I bring my clients up, they ask me questions, and I give them answers that hopefully don't suck. That being said, before we get started on today's podcast, I just want to give you guys some insight as to what you should do if your lead volume is down, okay? If your lead volume is down, what should you do? How do you get more leads through the funnel? If you are an online fitness coach that is making around $5,000 a month in revenue, at this point, all of you should be boosting posts. Now, what does boosting posts mean? And let's dissect that specific word. And I'm going to give you exactly what you should do with those boosted posts so you should make more money. First things first, I wouldn't recommend doing this if you're under $5,000 a month because you don't currently have the revenue to support this kind of adventure. If you're over $5,000 a month, you definitely should be doing this because this is going to bring you in more money. Now, the intention of a boosted post is to bring in followers to your page, right? You want to bring in people that are ideal clients that are interested in buying your stuff. Now, a lot of people get this wrong with boosted posts because what they'll do is they'll boost their most viral post, and that is never the move. You never want to boost your most viral post because oftentimes the reason that your post went viral is that it's widely relatable, correct? Like it's like widely relatable to a wider demographic of people, which is why more people ended up seeing the video, liking it, commenting, sharing, etc. Which is why like when you guys do funny content or skits or gym skits, that will tend to go viral because it's widely relatable. More people will see the content, consume it, and like it. The posts that you guys want to boost, guys, write this down or write this in the chat box. It's super important. Is posts that are highly targeted towards your ideal client demographic. Those are the posts that you should boost. Highly targeted toward your ideal demographic. Ideally, you should be calling out your ideal client demographic within the first 3 seconds of the video. So if you're boosting a post that's a grocery store video and the post starts out like this, if you're in the grocery store and you're on a weight loss journey, make sure that you grab these 5 snacks to help you with your weight loss journey. Is that a good post or bad post to boost? I just want to hear some answers. We're on PodChats. If you're in the grocery store, bad. Thank you, Jaja. Why is that a bad post? It fucking appeals to everybody, right? And so if everybody can relate to it, then that means when you boost it and you put it in front of the Instagram algorithm, you pay money, the Instagram algorithm is going to see people engaging with it, and they're going to send it to more people like the people that are engaging with it. But if everyone's engaging with it, the Instagram algorithm, the ads algorithm doesn't know who to send it to because fucking everyone engages with it. Does that make sense? But if you're in the grocery store and you say, if you're a man over 30 on a fat loss journey and you want to find 3 snacks that you can eat late at night when you get those cravings, save this video. Good post or bad post to boost? Very fucking good. Exactly. Because you're calling out the ideal demographic in the first 3 seconds of the video. So again, if you are in my 10K mastermind and you're struggling with leads, I'm going to fist fight you, okay? Fist fight, because it's likely that you're not doing what the fuck I'm telling you guys to do. I've already talked about this in the fucking portal, talked about this in the units. When I hammer down on this point, if you're making over $5,000 a month, there's no fucking reason you guys should be struggling for leads. You need to boost posts, okay? And boost posta. We'll do one at a time. Posta. The next question I'm going to get, Brian, how much should I spend on boosted posts per day? $10 to $20 a day until you identify a post that is bringing you in ideal clients. How do you know if the post is bringing you in ideal clients? That's another fucking great question. All the followers that you guys get as you're boosting posts, you need to be auditing those followers. So basically you boost a post, 20 bucks a day. By the way, do it on your desktop, not on your phone. You'll save on the Apple fee. Apple charges you 30% to boost posts. I think it's fucked up. So if you do it on your computer on the Instagram app, you're not going to pay that fee. So you do the boosted post. You're going to run it for 48 hours. You're going to see how many followers come in. Ideally, you want to get about $1 per follower. If you're getting $1 per follower and the followers that are coming in are your ideal client demographic, like let's say 70% of the people that follow you are your ideal client, fucking keep that boosted post. As soon as we book a call from that and then we make our first sale, then we'll figure out how much did we spend on the boosted post versus how much did we make back. If you can spend $100 and you get one client from that pays you $1,000, that's a fucking winning recipe. And that's how clients in the $1 Million Mastermind are scaling to the crazy numbers that you guys see, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month. Is they're using paid ads. So they use the money that they make and they spend that on advertising so that they make more money. All right. That is my rant over. What's going on, Zane? Tell me some wins.
What up? So I got a couple, actually. I've got some new clients I've been signing, more paid in fulls, which is really cool. But I have a post that has finally popped off.
I love that for you.
Yeah, that's what my question was surrounding today, too. I just wanted, or if you could, to look at that one post, and I'm trying to figure out what it is about it. So I've kind of been doing, it's the pinned one, it's orange shirt, it's a protein muffin recipe, but I've been doing a lot of different recipes and they've all been doing pretty well. But this particular one did super well. And I'm trying to figure out what it is about it and then, double down on that.
Okay, so first things first, I'm not going to turn this into a content audit, by the way. So those people that are like, oh, am I getting my content audited? I want to take a look at this specific video. Let's see.
Protein shake, 1 box of Kodiak chocolate chip muffin mix, Greek yogurt, and 1 cup of pumpkin puree. 3 teaspoons of pumpkin spice, and bake it 350 for 25 minutes. You get these chocolate chip pumpkin pie protein muffins for 170 calories and 11 grams of protein each. Comment muffin, and I'll send you the recipe.
So first things first, you're following the rules of content mastery. Every 1.5 to 3 seconds, there's a scene change. You're keeping the recipe engaging with the fact that like as each line's coming in, you're almost showing the shot coming in. So I think the extra work that you took to film this video when you were like filming each individual shot of you fucking dumping the cinnamon spice in, dumping the, you know what I mean? Like that's a fuckload of extra work, but that extra work is why the recipe pops off. That type of content very much so reminded me of Trent's recipes. Trent, like I know how much effort he puts into his recipe videos because me and him talk on a frequent and regular basis. I just want to find one of the recipes that he made. Is it this one?
Shallots, Thai peppers, smash it up, garlic chili paste, sauteed chili paste, add ground beef, chopped bell peppers, soy sauce, golden monk fruit, holy basil, 4 meal prep containers.
Boom. But so you see what I'm saying? That extra effort to like take those individual shots is why I think that did really well. So what is it? I want to see the difference between this and this.
The protein muffin mix, pumpkin spice yogurt, pumpkin puree.
Bro, so like this content style is clearly fucking working for you. So number one, I definitely think you should double the fuck down on this. I also think that this content style could fucking pop on Facebook and also TikTok.
Yeah, it's been killing on TikTok.
And these videos, bro, like this is the thing with videos like this is like once you found a style that works, this becomes like a pillar. I wouldn't have this be the only thing that you do because then all of a sudden you're the recipe guy, but I would be fucking leaning in like 30 to 40% of my content would be this stuff. Then I would just try to figure out what the other pillars are going to be. Cool. So yeah, like it's consistently outperforming your other videos on your page. Now, not every video that you post with that style is going to go viral. Just like this content style right now for me is currently doing really well where I'm doing like live sales calls reviews. Not everyone goes viral, but like I would say 1 in every 5 of them hits like 100,000 to 1 million views. So that is why I'm going to continue to post that style. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect sense. That makes a lot of sense. I was trying to figure out if it was something about that one specifically. So that's cool. I definitely have been doubling with that style. I had one other little follow-up question with that. How often can I remake that same video?
You want to make sure that like I would say like once a month. I would probably say would be a safe bet. What you can do though is you can repost that video on trials with different hooks. So that's something I would fucking for sure do. So I would repost that video on trial with like, maybe there's a text on screen for one of them. Maybe there's like maybe the video starts with like you just record another video in the same shirt, steal my chocolate chip, and then you just repost on trials a few times. So that is something I would definitely do. But on your actual feed, I'd probably say once a month.
Okay, awesome. Sweet. That was it then.
Okay, bro. Congratulations. Let's make some money. Let's go.
Thanks. Yeah, let's get it.
Peace.
Peace.
Jasia, what's up? Tell me some wins, girl. I just want to say Jasia's been showing up consistently. And it's funny because the reason you're showing up consistently is we accidentally had a coaching call with 4 people on it and fucking I called you out. And now here you are. I like it. Tell me some wins.
So I am on track to make 5,000 this week. So that's actually pretty awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much my win. I've got more calls booked this week than I've gotten in a very long time. So just putting my head down, putting in the work. But with that being said, as you know, my Facebook is where I get 99% of my people. And last time I checked, there was like over 300 and something thousand followers. And so when I do a video that has like a CTA for a free resource, like I do that once a week. And my Facebook, like it gets like 1,000 comments every week that I do it. And Facebook, of course, limits the number of messages I can send. So I never end up getting the resource out to everyone. So my question is, should I pause doing free resources? Because I also do like 2 to 3 hard CTAs, like to get people into the program on Facebook, and I get a ton of comments on all those posts too. So should I focus on signing clients and not the free resources? Because I warmed them up by going live every day on Facebook and Instagram too. So like, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. So what I would do if I were you is so you say you do a CTA for a free resource once a week?
Yeah, every Wednesday evening I do a CTA for a free resource.
So every Wednesday evening, what I would do if I were you, if you're getting 1,000+ comments, is I would still do the CTA. But what I would do is I'd be like, if you want the free guide, check the pinned comment on this post. It's going to be the first comment on the post.
Okay.
Comment resource and check the pinned comment because that's where you can get it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because then you can just pin the comment on Facebook. Then all of a sudden everybody still gets the resource, and then in the resource you can still do the CTA.
Okay. All right. I'll do that. Then I was.
And then on Instagram, when they comment the word resource, they're still going to get sent it with ManyChat. So, they don't have to check the pin comment. And then on Instagram, you could just pin a comment that says like, if you want some help with coaching, comment with the word coaching and I'll reach out to you. So all of a sudden it's it's a double whammy.
Okay, that was my only question because I'm getting slammed with the free resources, and I'd rather send out people that fill my keyword for
Yep.
the hard CTA. Okay, all
Yep.
right, I'll do it that way then. Thank you, Brian.
Same thing with the resource or with the CTA. Like if you want some help, comment or DM me tone and I'll reach out to you.
Okay, that's what I've been doing. So I get some people that DM, but then more people comment. So I just go back through and respond to those people. But all right, that makes sense. Thank you, Brian.
What were you at when you first started the program? How many followers did you have?
Like 600 maybe. And
Six.
now, yeah, I'm
So wait,
not
I just
sure what
want to,
I have.
you were at 600 followers for, and right now you said you have 300,000 followers on Facebook.
Yeah, 375,000 right now. So it's going up a little bit.
That is sick. I love that.
All right,
Come on,
appreciate you, B.
Jay. Let's go. $20,000 this month.
I'm aiming for it.
Let's go. Proud of you. Keep it up. Peace. McKinnon, what's up? Congratulations, Mr. Powerlifter Boy. Tell me some wins.
Yo, 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 regional champ, that's what they call me. No, what's it called? Wins. Wins are huge. This has been like 3 weeks in a row, 5 calls plus a week. So it's awesome to be meeting the standard and make sure that obviously the work's been put in. So super excited.
Hell yeah, bro.
But yeah, man, question. Thanks guys in the chat. So I actually kind of segues into my question. So what I found like this year, Brian, like I've done a lot of work with content, I've done a lot of work with kind of isolating the niche and stuff like that. But I found that I find to sell myself a lot. So hopefully I'm going to condense this question. But I sell myself. I sell what I'm doing, like how my training is going, how I'm prepping for competitions, things like that. And that is very warm, like connection content that I feel kind of gets my lead, so to speak. But I'm also finding that in the contacts that I'm making, I feel like I'm becoming a bit influencer. And granted, I'm still making sales. Conversions are still going through. So if it's not a problem, I won't make it one. But I find that I kind of have to remind people that, hey, I'm a coach. And they're like, oh, yeah, I do kind of want to learn from you versus like maybe the authority actually being there. And I don't know if that's an issue or hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, it's definitely not an issue because you're jacked as fuck and you're the regional champ. So just by looking at you, people want to work with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's like I get what you're saying because you want to be able to create niche content for a specific person, But like you are the fucking niche because you are the walking example. And you're gonna get people that will want to work with you just because of how you live your life. So don't change a fucking thing that you're doing is what I'm saying, because what you're doing is the pathway to not only going viral, but going viral and growing a business of people that you really resonate with because you're talking to yourself. So keep doing exactly what the fuck you're doing. Don't change anything.
That's all I got. Thanks, man.
You're welcome, bro. Good problems to have, bro.
Yeah, right.
You're like, my content's popping off and it's all me. Like fucking perfect. Keep that up.
Okay, sick.
Okay, bro. Talk soon. Peace. Fernandez, what up?
What's up, brother? Win from the last couple of weeks, man, is since the event implementing everything you said around connection content and proof content. Every sales call I have, when I ask why now and why me, they're referencing specific posts saying, well, it's actually this proof post. You basically like, oh, I see that you give me value, but then I also see that you're like a real genuine person. They're basically like describing the pillars of fucking value, proof, and connection to be on a sales call. So rounding that out has been, it's been good proof to keep going what I'm doing.
Love that, bro. That's great. I love that for us.
I feel like last couple of weeks, I'm kind of booking calls. I'm booking like 3-4 calls a week, which is okay. But I kind of been coasting since I came to Mexico. And I'm feeling like I want to ramp things up and kind of really knuckle down and take the lead flow to the next level because I know I can convert. I know my content's positioning me as an authority, but I'm wondering what you think the best kind of next and most high priority play is to get more leads in the door. I have a boosted post running. It's getting me roughly, I think, 50, 60 cents follower, and it's getting me a good quality lead, but I feel like it could be better. Do you think I should redo a post and like kind of film a new one, or do you feel like I should go and try and do reposting on multi-platforms? I still actually haven't implemented that yet.
Okay. So in terms of do you have any other platforms that are active right now, or is it just Instagram?
Just Instagram.
Yeah. So since your main problem that you're looking to solve right now is lead flow, I'm just going to spitball a bunch of my thoughts. Posting on other platforms is not going to solve the lead flow issue right away because it's going to take some time to build some other platforms. Do I think that's still an important thing to do? Absolutely the fuck yes, because it's one of those things where you don't see the ROI right away, but when the ROI comes in, you're like, oh, cool. Like an example is like my YouTube channel. Like I've been posting on that for fucking 4 years at this point. And this year we're booking like 5 to 6 calls a week from YouTube. But I'm not saying it's going to take you 4 years to build your TikTok or 4 years to build your Facebook, but I'm saying that's like a 3 to 6 month down the line thing. I still think that's super fucking important and super relevant. The followers that you're getting, when you say they're kind of ideal, kind of not, we just need to clarify what that means exactly. Like, are you booking calls from the people that are following you when you send your opening message, or are you not booking calls from the people that follow you when you send your opening message?
I'm not booking. So I have a follow-up post that's led to a link, a free guide. I found that when people are getting the guide, they're kind of not really following my next messages. But occasionally when I go through people who've liked it, who have also liked my other content, they're the ones who I end up booking calls with.
Yeah. So for that specific reason, I tend to, and this is an argument I could have added at the start of the podcast, but whatever. I tend to prefer boosting posts that aren't necessarily recipes or guides or free things, because then the people that are coming in specifically for the free thing. I tend to prefer boosting a post that's just like a value driven post for my ideal client, or one that just calls on my ideal client directly. Like a value driven post is like you're teaching them how to do XYZ thing without whatever.
It's heavy on the value. It's got a CTA in the end for a free guide. I picked that post because it's got the most shares and saves organically of all of my other stuff, and it's deep on the value, and it's talking about the specific thing that I help most people with, which is to muscle up.
So the only thing that I would say is we can't really measure how effective it is or isn't until we go through like 100 to 200 to 300 of the people that follow us to determine how many sales calls we're able to book. Because on average, it's probably going to take you about 100 messages or 100 followers to book one sales call. So that's just an average.
Yeah.
But so if you're able to get 300 followers through and you're able to see if you can book 3 sales calls, if you're getting 50 cents a follower, that means you'd spend $150 to get 300 followers to get 3 sales calls. If your show up rate's 60%, you're closing at 30%, you'll close 1 new client. So I don't know if you should spend more money on that post or not spend more money on that post.
Yeah.
You need to determine that based off of how many calls you're able to book. So if I had your business, here's what I would exactly be doing is I'd be increasing the ad spend closer to $30 to $40 a day, because that's going to get you in that, like in the next 2 to 3 days, you'll get 200 to 300 followers. Then you should try to book a call with the people that follow you, and you outbound DM, do the fucking outreach message.
And this is all with new followers, right?
New followers only. Because if you're able to do that with the new followers that are coming in, you're able to book 2 to 3 sales calls. That's an indication that this is a good boosted post that we should continue with.
Gotcha.
If you're not able to do that, then that's an indication that this might not be the right post, and then we can experiment. We can find a different one. That is how you would identify it.
That's fucking super helpful, dude. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna go implement that right fucking now. Thank you.
Cool. I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Talk soon. Peace. Hey guys, the good news is we can re-listen to it when it's fucking up, and you can pause it and backtrack and rewind and all that shit. That's great. Fuck, I lowered somebody's hand and I forgot to call your name because I was going on a side tangent.
Hey.
Okay, sorry, Calvin. I was like, sometimes I'll call your name as I do the hand thing. What's up, G?
What's going on?
How's the new baby prep almost dad life?
We're 11 days away from due date, so we're pretty much ready and just waiting.
Crazy, bro.
He's dropped, like he's hanging low. He's ready to come out.
Kirsten's in the same place, bro. We just got back from a maternity appointment.
Yeah, I think they got one this Friday. So
crazy.
Soon, fucking pumped. But
cool.
Let's see, wins. So feeling a tough month, to be honest with you, but I'm still here, still showing up, staying positive, working through the adversity. I'm feeling really confident on my sales calls. I've been doing role plays with Jasia every single day for 2.5 weeks now. So that's feeling pretty good. I have 2 quick questions. So my first one, I had followed up with a prospect Monday morning and got him to book a call for Monday afternoon. And when I set the frame for the call and I told him what we were going over, dude just like spilled everything. Just talked for like an hour and a half, answered all the questions, everything I pitched on the program. He was like, that's a fucking steal. He was hyped. He wanted to do the payment. He couldn't get the payment to go through. We were on the phone for like 30 minutes during that. So we scheduled a follow-up because he said he had to do shit with his bank or whatever for yesterday. And then right before that, he canceled it. He left a message on Calendly as to why, but he hasn't responded to me since. I'm wondering, do I want to wait another 30 days to reach out to him?
No, call his ass.
Call him?
Call his ass. Call his ass right now.
Really?
Right fucking now. And here's what you're going to say. You're going to call him and you're going to be like, what's his name?
Simon.
Simon. So you're going to call him and you're going to be like, yo, Simon, what's going on, bro? How's your day going? Great. So the reason I'm calling you, bro, is I know that, 2 days ago when we spoke, you told me that, you're struggling with XYZ thing and that XYZ reason is the reason that you wanted to take action. So as your coach and your mentor, it's my job to hold you accountable because I know how much pain you're in and how long you've been struggling with this thing. So I wanted to call you and personally reach out because I'm 100% confident I can help you solve that problem. And I want to get you into the program so I can change your life. Call him. Wait, baby.
You can't leave a message.
Call him again. He's on Do Not Disturb. Double dial.
He told me this happened when I first called him. He's got it till it blocks numbers he doesn't have saved. And then he called me
FaceTime
back.
audio. FaceTime audio goes
Right.
through that. Yep.
Can I do Instagram? That's where I talk to him.
Fuck. Call Instagram.
All right, hold on.
Instagram video call.
Video?
Whatever the phone call,
I'll
video
do
call,
audio.
whatever. I'm gonna do audio. He says.
Oh, it's going on my. Can you hear that?
No. If he doesn't answer, we're fucking sending him a video.
I am calling.
For the podcast listeners, Kelvin is currently making the call.
He did not answer.
Okay, so send him a video right now, and this is exactly what you're gonna say. Just follow my lead, and then you can just spit whatever. Yo, Simon, what's going on, brother? Hope you're having the best day of your entire life. I'm sending you a personal video because when we spoke on the phone, you told me XYZ pain, XYZ reason is the reason that you needed to take action. And I wanted to send you a video to let you know that I deeply care about you, and I'm 100% confident that I can help you solve this problem. I want you in this coaching program so that I can help you change your life. You told me how important this is to you, and I want to be the person that helps you change. So send me a message back. Let's get this shit started, bro, because I'm 100% confident this is going to work for you. Just riff.
Right.
Just riff.
Yo, Simon, listen, man, I wanted to reach out to you real quick because, when we talked 2 days ago, you were telling me how you've been struggling. You have no idea what to do for workouts in the gym. You don't know how to, you've been struggling with your nutrition. You've got some A cups on your chest that you've been trying to get rid of and a double chin you've been hiding under your beard. I really want to work with you and help you solve these problems and get you in the best shape of your life as quickly as possible and get you into my coaching program. So if there's anything I could do to get you in right now, let me know, because we had this locked down and I don't want to waste any more time. You told me it's been a few years. So let's get this going, man. What's that?
We don't wait 30 days, bro. Fuck 30 days. Everybody write that in the chat. Fuck 30 days. Fuck that. We don't wait 30 days, bro. Bro, I've done that to a fuckload of prospects. Like a fuckload. Where they'll tell me, they're like, yeah, I'm going to I'll start next week, blah, blah, blah. And I'll literally just fucking call them. What the fuck you mean next week? I just spoke to you on the phone yesterday. You told me you've been struggling with your online business for the last 2 years. Next week's going to turn into next month. Next month's going to turn into next year. You told me that you want to hit $10,000 a month in your online coaching business. Success like speed. What the fuck are we doing? And they're like, yeah, okay, you're right. Let's do it. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do it. Bro, that actually happened.
I got to get better at doing that. You made me nervous, man.
Bro, everybody write this in the chat. Certainty sells. Write that in the chat. Certainty sells. You guys got to be fucking certain, bro. I'm 100% confident I can help you change your life. There's not a doubt in my mind. You told me that you've been struggling to lose weight for the last 3 years. You're going to wait another week, and then that's going to lead to another month, and that's going to lead to another year. And here we are having the conversation in a year from now, and you're going to tell me that you wish that you started. So let's get this shit going. You want to do pay in full or monthly? Certainty sells.
I appreciate you pushing me to do that. That was actually a good little stepping out of the comfort zone too.
Dude, there was one time I did a VIP call with one of my clients at Canny. His closing percentage was fucking 21%. And I'm like, it was VIP is like a 2-hour long call with me. So we're on a 2-hour long call. I'm like, pull up your fucking sales call. There's no way that you're following my script and closing at 20%. He wasn't. That's besides the point. But I listened to the whole call. And at the end, the girl should have closed and he let her off the call. And he's like, yeah, she's supposed to follow up. I'm like, fucking call her right now. So he calls her right now. She picks up. She's like, hello. And he's like, hey, what's going on? So yeah, I know that we spoke, a couple days ago and you told me that you needed some time to talk to your husband. So I'm hoping you had that conversation because I am 100% confident that I can help you lose weight. I'm 100% confident that I'm the coach for you and I'd love to help you change your life. And she's like, Kenny, I'm so glad you called. Let's do it. Send me the link right now. Paid on the spot.
Yeah.
So don't let them off the fucking hook.
Okay. I'll remember that.
Okay.
I'll remember this. No, so next one. So I've been having problems with Loom and trying to record videos over shit. And I figured it's a good opportunity to switch my check-in process from Loom videos for my clients to just text message responses and feedback. What's the best way for me to, make them aware of that change without them feeling like I'm taking away value?
Yeah. So what I would just say is I would just communicate. You're having a baby right away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're having a baby right. So this is what I would say. You can send a video or a voice note or a message. I would send anytime you're going to make a program change. This is for all of you guys. Send the message individually to your clients, ideally, because if they have a beef with it, if you send it in a group chat and someone has beef with it, somebody beefs you in the group chat and now other clients will beef you in the group chat. It's just not fucking optimal. So I'd rather if somebody beefs me, they're going to fucking beef me personally and then I can deal with it one-on-one. So what I would say to the clients is hey, name, what's going on? Hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to send you a personal message because obviously, my baby's going to be due in the next 11 days. And so to make sure that I get to your check-ins promptly and on time, despite whether or not I have the baby in my hand or not, I'm going to be sending through voice notes or whatever you're going to do. voice notes or written, because it's going to be easier for me to do on the go. You're still going to get a ton of value from these voice notes, and I'm still going to make sure I cover everything in detail for you. I just wanted to let you know this change because I want to make sure that I'm giving you the best possible service in this time of transition. Hope you have the best day of your entire life.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that'll work. Sweet.
Konnichiwa, Kelvin.
Lots of value.
Keep me fucking posted, bro. I want to know how this shit goes. Also, like, this is for all of you. If you let people off the call and you let them off the hook, they're going to continue to struggle for the next fucking 2 months, 3 months, 6 years, whatever. This guy's told you he's been struggling for 5 fucking years. 5 years. What makes you think that he's not going to change his life if he doesn't join your program? There's no fucking way this guy's just going to go to the gym by himself if he can't make the fucking commitment on the spot to get your program. There's no fucking way. So like, okay, you need a day. That's cool. I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you again. I'm going to call you again until you tell me that you're not interested in losing body fat. There's no fucking way that this guy's going to take action on his own.
Yeah, I've made this mistake twice this month already because I've had only 2 calls, but I closed the first one, the first day of the month, and he did a split piff. And then the next morning, I asked for a refund, and I was just like, I let the adversity hit, and I was like, fuck it. And I just gave him his fucking money back. I was like, I'm not dealing with this.
And
so.
dude, I would have got that dude on a call and been like, hey man, thanks so much for, sending me the message. I know that you're feeling a little bit hesitant about the program. Talk to me. What's going on? Well, the right time. I totally understand. Do you mind if I coach you for a minute, Kelvin? Because yesterday on the call, you told me you've been struggling to lose weight for the last 3 years. You've been telling me that like you can't even look at yourself in the mirror. You told me that you hide your double chin under your beard. And I'm 100% confident that if you walk away from this decision right now to change your life, that you're going to regret it in 6 months. Because in 6 months' time in this program, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you love the man looking back at you, you're going to be glad that I kept you accountable and kept you in the program. So like, what do we need to do over the next 30 to 60 days to get you the results you need? Because right now you're in the program, you're in it, and I don't want to see you back out and then regret this in 6 months.
All right. Fire.
Hold your ground.
No more letting him off the hook.
Yeah, there we go, bro. All right, take that fucking lesson into this month. Let's kill it.
I appreciate you. I got to run. I'm going to watch the rest on the replay. Thanks so much, man.
Okay, bye-bye. What's up, Robin Bryn? Tell me some wins.
There we go. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you guys?
We're good. A couple wins. I signed up 2 new clients for monthly payments, so that's exciting.
Yeah. And then I got 3 people for renewal lined up, so that should be nice. But
also, I don't know if this is like a win, but the gym that we used to work at in person, it's closing.
So
that's fucking funny. That's fucking funny.
Sure. Yeah. So
they can't operate without you guys.
Well, that's exactly
what
happened. Like as soon as we left, it just started going downhill because we were their top coaches there.
Yeah.
And we literally heard last week that their gym is closing end of October.
Anyways.
Crazy.
So the first question that I had, actually, Calvin answered it because it was exactly the same thing. So I'm gonna get on the phone with the guy and get him to pay, because he was same thing, just ready to go. Booked up a follow up call, just because he was getting paid the next Friday and then just never showed. So I'm gonna get on his ass over here.
I want to add some context to that. So guys, anytime you've got a follow up call booked, let's say it's booked for like a week out, Rob. What I want you to do is I want you to continue to nurture that prospect until the call. And so like, let's say it's 7 days out. Fucking, right after the call, I'll be like, hey, I'm just so you know, bro, I'm just going to send you some transformations of clients that I've worked with that are exactly like you. I just want to get you excited and let you know what's coming for you. So excited for the follow-up call booked on Friday, and I'll see you then. Hang up the call, send him 3 client transformations that are identical to him. He's gonna be like, oh my God, it's so exciting, blah, blah, blah. 2 days later, one of the value reels that you post that is highly relative to him, you're like, hey, fucking Johnny boy, I filmed this reel and I know that you said you struggle with nutrition. Check this video out. I know you're going to get some value. And then 2 days later, I'd be like, hey, Johnny, one of my clients just sent me this transformation photo. It's fucking crazy. I wanted to send it over to you because you're going to get crazy results like this. And then the day before the call, sending a voice note, looking forward to our call tomorrow. Abe, can't wait to change your fucking life. And then the day of the call, bam.
Yeah. So just keep him in the loop the whole time as you're waiting. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's great. And the second question, show up rate, to increase show up rate for calls. I know number one thing is have a VSL, which I'm going to be working on to make sure we send. What are some other ways that we can increase the show up rate for the calls?
Show up rate is not actually dependent on the VSL. The VSL is dependent on the VSL is free if you're not converting on the call. To get people to show up to the call, there's a little bit of a different thing. So walk me through what your process is right now, and I'll optimize your process. So what are you currently doing once the call is booked?
Once the call is booked, I just, because it's my what do you call them? No. My appointment setter does it. So as soon as I get the message, I just go in and I send them a little bit of like a free ebook that is related to his goals. But that's about it.
Okay.
And then I'm just like, I'm waiting for you. Can't wait to chat with you. Blah, 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 blah. See you next Tuesday or whatever.
Okay. 2 questions. One, how far out are you booking right now?
I'd have it set up for 4 days max.
2 days max.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything that you book more than 2 days out is significantly more likely to no show. So 2 days max. So that one change by itself will improve your show up rate. So 2 days max. Calendar, the ebook that you're sending, is it lengthy to consume or is it easy to consume?
It's like 3 pages long.
Okay,
like
perfect.
Super quick. Yeah.
Has it got transformations and testimonials in it? Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
all right. So 2 days out is the max you want to send for calendar availability. And then, so you send the ebook, and then I would send the ebook and be like, yo, check this out. It's super easy to consume. Once you're done consuming it, come back to the chat and let me know what you learned. I would say that to make sure that they consume the resource, they come back to the chat, they let you know. And then the day of the call or the day before the call, for you, Rob, at the volume, you're probably doing like 3 to 5 calls a week. I would do the day before the call. I would just send a video like this. Yo, Rob, what's going on? Hope you're having the best day of your entire life. Just check the calendar for tomorrow. Saw we're booked in for a quick 15-minute call. I'm super excited. What we're going to do on the call is 3 main things. Number 1, we're going to talk about your biggest struggle. Number 2, your biggest goal. Number 3, I'm going to help you come up with a game plan to achieve your goals. Bring a pen and paper. It's going to be awesome. I'll chat with you tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do that first thing in the morning.
I would do that probably the night before.
The night before. Okay.
The night before for your situation.
Cool.
I would probably do the night before because like sometimes doing it the morning of can be a downside. Because they've already made plans. So the night before,
maybe at work or whatever. Yeah.
They'll 100% remember. Those would be the 2 changes that I would make. 3 changes. Only 2 days out will be the only the first change. Second change, I would make sure they come back to the chat. They let me know what they learned from the resource. Third thing is I would send that video the night before.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Don't change anything else.
Okay. Perfect.
And then if somebody, Rob, is like, oh, I can't do in the next 48 hours. I've got I would just manually book them. I'd be like, okay, cool. I've got some time available Friday at 6:30 p.m. PST or Friday at 4:30 p.m. PST. Which one works better for you?
Yeah. Cool.
And then you're going to have to just
remember. That before.
Yeah, you're just going to have to remember to like nurture them before the call and just like
make sure. Yeah, keep them in the loop. Keep them in the loop. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, bro. Much love. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Mike, what's up, brother? Tell me some wins. Big Mike, big bearded Mike. I'm calling on Mr. Big Bearded Mike. Big Mike with a beard. He's got a beard. It's very nice. Going once, Michael. Oh, there we go. He's sitting down. Going twice, Michael. Sold to someone else.
What's going on?
What's up, bro? Tell me some wins.
Some wins is I got inbound leads coming in now. Closed 2 inbound lead calls yesterday. Last week I got 1 today. 48 challenge is killing it. Booking calls now from that challenge. So we're turning this around. This is a month that it's definitely going to be time for a game change.
Let's go, bro. I love that for us. How can I be of service to you, sir?
My question is finding a schedule. So I'm changing my workflow up to this week. And like just now, I got 4 hours of filming content. So now I'm trying to figure out what's best for my schedule and routine. But I feel like this week and last week, I'm focusing on the business and content, but my personal growth of going to the gym is not happening.
Mm-hmm. What time do you usually go to the gym?
It depends. So now I'm training a client Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 o'clock. So like those days, I'm trying to go like at 1 p.m. and then Tuesday, Thursday, I'm going at like 8:15 in the morning.
What are you doing with the rest of your schedule? Like in the morning specifically?
So I get up at like 6:30. My morning is pretty much with my son until he goes to daycare at 8 o'clock.
Yep.
So I usually do a little bit of just adding people on Facebook and Instagram, messaging people.
Okay.
And then I make him breakfast. I take him to school. I go to the gym. And there's like, that's from 6 o'clock till by the time I get home from the gym, it's like 9:30.
Yep. Understood. So I have a couple thoughts. First things first is I prefer to make my schedule, Mike, around my personal development, and then I schedule in my other shit. So that's the top, like I schedule myself first is essentially what I'm saying. The reason I was asking about your morning is because the reason I choose to go to the gym early in the morning is because I wake up at 3:45. I fucking do my morning shit. I'm at the gym by 4:45. Do, cardio, do some athletic stuff. And then I'm working out by 5:30 till 6:30. And then I'm back home by 7, ready to work. But again, for you, it sounds to me like you spend your mornings with your son. So that's not optimal. But if your usual time that you go to the gym on the other days is 1 p.m., then why not just make 1 p.m. the time that you go to the fucking gym? right? And maybe there's one day of the week where you're like, I want to do content on Wednesday. If I were you, what I would do is I would do that one day a week content on Wednesday, but then I would just go to the gym early on Saturday before anyone woke up. And then now you got your 5 workouts in. Bam.
So I was going to do that, and then after the master class last Friday with Maximus, I got some value from his call, and I'm trying to do his workflow towards content. So, like for me, I'm spending 1:30 to 2:45 Monday to Tuesday content ideation and scripting, and then Wednesday from 12 to 3 filming.
Okay. What are you doing after 3?
I'm talking to you.
Is it 3 over there?
3:40.
Oh, understood. Okay. Talking to me is, I'm all right, I guess. Okay. So this is are you working out 5 days a week, 4 days a week? What?
5 days a week for sure. Sometimes like I'll work a couple hours Saturday and Sunday. And then obviously some nights throughout the week or on the weekend, if I'm home, I'll just fucking bang out an hour or two outside on the computer.
Yeah. So like, it sounds to me like you have a workflow. Like the only thing that you need to figure out is like your 3 hours of filming is kind of fucking with your week is what I'm hearing.
Well, this is the first week I'm trying this.
Yeah.
And today, like I shot 8 videos in 2.5 hours. Like it's not the best, but like I'm trying to get ahead so I can start posting twice a day more consistently.
Yeah. So like,
right?
dude, I like the idea of, I'm actually experimenting. I'm thinking about doing this myself as well, taking Wednesday off of the gym so that I can focus more on work and then just going early morning on Saturday. So like, I like that idea, like, honestly. So like, just why don't you take Wednesday off and go on Saturday at some point?
I guess, yeah.
But prioritize it, right? Like I don't move I try unless I'm in fucking dire need. And like, I've got like a project coming up or I'm filming content mastery or I film sales mastery. Like that would be the only time that I would let my work come before my personal because I'm working on a major project. But I like the 80-20 rule is that like 80% of the time my personal development comes first and then I schedule in my other shit. Otherwise, your mindset starts to slip. You start to feel like shit. You don't produce as good of results, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I definitely got to flip that switch. I think I'm 80-20, 80 business, 20 to me.
I'm 80 myself in the schedule, 20 business in terms of the priority that I give myself in my schedule. I always schedule myself first.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely look at that and move some stuff around.
Cool. Love that for us. All right, bro. Go make some money. Appreciate you. Nice beard. Talk soon. Bye. What's up, Monique? Tell me some wins.
Hi, how are you?
Amazing. How are you?
Good. So content, it's still getting better. It needs more work, but it's getting a lot more eyes. I've gotten like 60,000 views on my profile so far.
Nice.
So it's getting better, but we still need to work on it.
Cool. I love that.
But I have a question. So I have a masterclass on Monday and I've been promoting it. I've been running ads for it. And it's like people are not signing up, but I can see that they're clicking the link. Like I can see I'm getting a lot of clicks, but then for some reason they're not signing up. Okay. So then I thought there's something wrong with the page wherever they're seeing the sign up. There's disconnect. So I thought maybe the class was too long. So I shortened the class from 90 minutes to 60 minutes to see if that helped. And it didn't. So I don't know.
What's the masterclass called?
Beyond Calorie Cutting, the 4 Real Keys to Weight Loss.
Beyond Calorie Cutting, the 4 Real Keys to Weight Loss. So like it's targeting it. There's not a specific thing that it's like targeting to give them. There's not a tangible benefit in the title. Beyond Calorie Cutting doesn't sound.
Well, it's supposed to mean like beyond like extreme restriction and fat diets and all that.
Yeah, no, I get the concept, but I'm just like, if people aren't signing up, then that's an indication that they don't get the concept. And if it's not clear to the viewer, then the viewer won't sign up. Like an example is like, I could call a masterclass the mistakes you're making in your content, or I could call the masterclass 4 clients in 4 days. Which one of them do you think is going to get more signups?
Okay.
So we got to think tangible benefit for people coming to the masterclass. What are they going to get? Like one of my masterclasses is called Go Viral, Get Clients. Like it's pretty fucking tangible what you're going to get from the masterclass. So like, I'm assuming that like you're, lose, even an example is like your avatar, how much weight are they typically looking to lose?
Like 20 to 50 pounds.
Okay. How to lose 20 to 50 pounds and keep it off forever.
Okay.
That seems like a fucking.
That's simple.
That's simple. And then the 4 real keys to weight loss.
Okay. So you really think that's the issue, is the name of it? Like, do you think I need a landing page?
I have one. So are you, so I'm going to ask you a question first. How many times have you ever gone to Netflix and chosen the movie that you're going to watch based off of the title of the movie?
Sometimes.
What about the title and the cover?
I mean, if it looks interesting.
That's how I make all my decisions. Fucking scrolling
Okay.
through Netflix. I look at the cover and the title. I'm like, pass. Yeah, that
Yeah.
fuck. You know what I mean? So like that's how people make decisions on ebooks, on resources, on masterclasses, on everything. It's like sometimes just a title change actually makes that big of a difference. That's like the most important thing with 4-day challenges is like what you name it. What you name it will have a massive impact on how many people sign up versus how many people don't. So yeah, I think it makes a big difference for sure. How many people do we have signed up for the masterclass in total?
Literally like 2 people.
2 people. Okay.
Yeah.
And have you been promoting it
Not
on your Instagram stories and
Yeah. I've been posting every day about it. Reels, carousels, I've boosted reels, running things on Facebook.
What's your Instagram?
Sculpting.bodies too.
I got you. Yeah, I just found you right instantly. Let me see. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to delete all of your Instagram stories and I want you to post a poll and I want you to call it this: how to lose 20 to 50 pounds and keep it off forever. The free masterclass. If you're interested, tap here and just delete it. And then anybody that votes on the story, I want you to fucking vote, DM. But like, hey girl, got all the masterclass details for you here in a sec. It's going to be on Friday at 6 p.m. That work for you? They say yes, and then send them the link to sign up.
Okay. I like that idea.
Cool. And then I would make a small little text block post and I would post that on Facebook as well. And I would make a new carousel. Do you have a carousel with it yet?
I kind of posted one today to promote it, but do you want me to make a new one?
I would do a carousel today to promote it. Where's the one you posted today? Still cutting.
It was like an hour ago.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, cool. So still cutting calories, but the scale won't budge. I get where you're going with it. Like it makes sense to me, but we have to make it tangible to the audience. Like how do we make it like a tangible benefit to make them want to consume?
Okay. That makes sense. I appreciate it.
Cool. And then I would also, one of the reasons you're not getting the links from your Instagram is because there's 2 links in your profile. So people don't know which one to click.
Really?
Yeah, there's 2 links. If I click the links right here.
Oh shit.
2 links. So we got to take out your Facebook profile. And then I would say down 55 pounds naturally. That's a good subject line. But I also think that for the purpose of this masterclass, I would probably take out down 55 pounds naturally just to help promote the masterclass. And then this link right here would say register for the free masterclass. And then when I click the link and I would say how to lose 20 to 50 pounds and keep it off forever. That's what the title of the link would be.
Okay.
Cool.
I will do that.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye. And again, I just want to hammer down on that point in terms for everybody. Like I also make the buying decisions for what books I'm going to read based off of the title of the book, right? Like I'll go to chapters and I'll like fucking scroll through the titles of the book. And if the book is like relevant to what I'm trying to learn at the time, then I'll make a decision on what I'm going to buy based off of the title. So the title of the book, the title of the masterclass, the hook of your video, it all is basically the same thing. It's like, can we grab their attention in the first 3 seconds and give them something that they want to pay attention to, essentially? Cool. Johan, what's up, brother? Tell me some wins.
Yo, my man. How you doing?
Best day of my life. How about you?
That's the way. Yeah, doing great. Last time we spoke, told you I was going to go for a record-breaking month last month. Didn't quite get there, but ended the month on 11.2K Aussie dollars. And this month so far, 7 new clients. So it's going good.
Hell yeah, brother. I love that 11
let's
point.
go.
You're like, yeah, 11.2K, whatever.
Yeah, it was great. But yeah, so things going good. Just a couple of questions for you, man. So we've been speaking a little bit about retention for like my guys. So 2 of them are up for renewal. I got one of them on a like renewal call, and I'm speaking to him. And after the call, he basically said he needed to check with his partner. I said, sweet. Went to book follow-up call, never heard from him, and I haven't heard from him since that day. That was 4 weeks ago. Sent a bunch of messages, voice notes, like been calling him like every week, like on Wednesday, like check-in day type thing. Obviously his program is now finished, and I was just wondering like what more can I do? What should I do? Do I keep annoying this guy? Or do I just like check out and just leave him?
Yeah. So what I would do, like in this situation, it sounds like he's checked out. It sounds like you've done everything you possibly could. I would just deactivate his profile and Trainerize. If he is interested in continuing with the program, he can message you. And I would just send him a personal message and be like, hey, John, I would absolutely love to continue working with you. I haven't heard from you. So I did deactivate your Trainerize profile. If you change your mind, brother, I would absolutely love to be your coach because you've been a great client and I'm proud of the results you got in the program. Let me know if you need anything from me. I would just dismiss it. If anything, in this instance, almost like a push away would probably be a more valuable move than continuing to chase.
Okay, perfect. Because that's happened another time. Was to book for one of the guys just for the renewal call, but same thing. It's been the 3rd week now, just nothing. And his program's also now finished or finishing. And yeah, can't get a hold of him either. So just
in this instance, because they're your clients, I would just be a little bit more direct. I'm like, come on, Johan, don't bullshit me. Are you having fun in the program? You want to continue? Like, obviously, I'd be honest with me. If you don't want to continue, you can tell me. Come on, Johan. How you feeling, bro? Is there anything about the program that you would change that I might be able to like help you out with more in the next 16 weeks? Or are you like, do you feel pretty confident about the results that we've gotten and the results that we continue to get? You know,
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident. I'm like, all right, so are we doing this or are we not doing this? Okay, let's do it. You know, you have that
yeah.
rapport, so you can push a little bit more.
Yeah, well, they've got amazing results too. Like one of the guys like 20 kilos down, and the other guy like he's got six-pack abs sort of thing. And like I want to post their transformation posts and make videos about them. I just haven't really got the contact back from them. So yeah,
100%.
Cool, man. Thank you. And then just lastly as well, so this has also been sort of happening a bit frequently. So going through the DM script and then getting to the point where I'm sending out the booking link for my calendar.
Yep.
And then they're just not going ahead and booking the call. So I'm doing the usual follow-ups, like liking the message, like sending a couple of GIFs or like emojis, whatever. And then also hitting them with the voice notes, kind of what we put Kelvin through to do before.
Yep.
Just saying, hey, like you want to, these are your goals, da 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 da. And then just nothing. A few of them I can see that I haven't even seen the message. So do I just continue messaging them or do I just leave it until they like read it?
I'm going to give you counterintuitive advice and I'm going to give this to Johan, and this is an experimentation. So if you do this, understand that it's an experiment, but I think it's very useful and this is what I do. Okay. So instead of sending the calendar booking link, Johan, what I do now is because I found that when I send the calendar booking link, a lot of people, like I'm getting a lot of volume in my account. Like we're booking 15 to 20 calls a day. So with that kind of volume, I do experiments to figure out if I can optimize at any level. And one of the things that we were finding is we were sending a fuckload of booking links, but then less people were filling them out. So what we did instead is instead of sending the booking link, Johan, I'll actually suggest times that are available in my calendar. So when I'm like, would you like some help? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. Tell you what, I want to do this. Let's hop on. They're like, yeah, sure. I'd be like, okay, great. I've got tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. EST, 5:30 p.m. And they'll be like, what times are you in? And then they'll be like, EST. I'm like, okay, cool. I got tomorrow at 3:30 EST, 4:30 EST, or 7:30 EST. What works better for you? And they're like 7:30 EST. I'm like, great, let's lock it in. What's your email and phone number? They tell me their email and phone number. Then I'll fill out the calendar information for them. They'll get the confirmation text and emails. And now I booked the call. I gave that advice to my guy, Dan Lamb, who booked, he's in the Millionaire Mastermind. He booked 5 calls last week and he's wanted to double his call volume. Yesterday, he booked 3 calls with that advice.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so obviously give 2 options, this time or this time, and then
I would give 3 options, and
3,
I would have them spaced out a little bit, because if you give 2 options and they're back to back, if neither of the time works, then you're in a back and forth discussion with like, okay, well, what about 5 p.m. EST or 6? Like I try to give 3 options.
Okay, I'm gonna do that like soon. It's 4 a.m. but I'll wait till it's kind of daylight, and then I'll let you know how it goes.
With those prospects, I would just like the message, unlike the message, like the message. And I would do that for a few days, and then if they don't get back, then I would just follow up in 30 days.
Yep. Copy. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Talk soon. Peace out. Mr. Abe, what's up? Tell me some wins, brother.
What's up, man? How are you?
Best day of my life. How are you, bro?
I'm doing great. So win is, well, I booked a call for tomorrow today, but it also leads me to my question. I'm sending like 100 DMs per day, getting like 5 responses. Is that like
normal? No. What's your what does the DM say?
I'm experimenting with 2 different ones. The first one is, hey, name, appreciate the follow. Are you on and then the next one, are you currently on a fitness journey where you're just enjoying the content? So that's the first opener. And then the next one I use is, hey, name, I did a masterclass on this. Do you want access to it for free? The second one I send to people that ghosted my opener.
Yeah.
I either delete the opener and then send this, or I just send it in the same convo. So that's what I'm currently doing.
Yeah. So what I would do if I were you is let's keep it simple. So if you're getting 5 out of 100 people respond, that's definitely not optimal. You want to be getting closer to 15 to 20 people respond. So like I would just change up hey, name, thanks for the follow. And then I would say, are you here for the nutrition content or the training content?
Okay.
So let's change up the question that we're asking, is what I'm saying. Is like oftentimes it's just a little bit of a simple fix, bro. It's just a small change, and a small change can make a massive difference. Because if 15 people reply instead of 5 people, all of a sudden that's 15 potential opportunities that we get. Are you running follower ads or boosted posts?
Yeah, I've done that. And I've signed, from what I know, 1 person from a boost post. I'm still experimenting with which post I should post. I've tried, I resonated with the thing you said in the beginning, don't boost the freebies. I had one that went viral for me. It went to over 20K view in July. I was like, okay, let's try boost this one. But the quality, the lead quality is BS. So I was thinking like maybe I can try Boost. You know, last week we spoke about these split screens, the busy man style. They are pretty like targeted.
Yep.
And I also say like follow Absolute Fit in the end. So maybe I'll experiment with boosting one of those, I think.
Cool. Because another thing is like if you're boosting posts and a lot of the people aren't replying, that also might be an indication that the posts that we're boosting might not be ideal. That's another indication. So like, yes, opening message, but another thing I would test out would be the post that I'm boosting for sure.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
That's it. Thanks, man.
All right, bro. We'll talk to you soon. Peace out.
Yes. Thanks.
Corey, what's up? Tell me some wins.
Yo, super stoked to be in 10K. So that's a huge win right there.
What a stud. Look at you.
Appreciate you. Just like literally did what should be a 2-hour Costco haul in like 30 minutes because I'm a fucking beast. And I was like, I gotta be on this call. Yeah, just honestly really stoked to be here. I've been doing like sales call role plays pretty much every day with Angel. That's been epic. Just feeling like this community is like right where I need to be right at the right time. So can't say how much I appreciate you like over and over again. Sales are going up and DMs are consistent. Posting is consistent finally. So like feeling really on top of things. I raised my hand thinking I would come up with a question. I honestly feel pretty like I have a lot of direction from Janelle. So I mostly just wanted to like come and say like things are going good right now. I'm getting sales calls every week. So yeah, like let's see.
I love that for you.
I guess it's kind of like my hang up right now is some people have like signed on or like one guy gave me a deposit, then he kind of backed out. One guy like came on and then he was like, give me like, oh, like, I don't know if this is right for me. But then he's like, you took too long to make my program. But I was like, dude, your program's in here. Like I told you about that. And then he's like, oh, never mind. I don't know. I honestly don't think that there's really anything to address that I can think of.
Deposits.
I just want to say deposits.
Yeah. When you take deposit, I'll just give you some value.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. With the deposits, if you guys take a deposit, it's the same sort of like, I want to get them as bought in as humanly possible when I get a deposit. So if I do get a deposit, and was it a deposit based off of like, he's going to start on a certain day when he gets paid? Was that the analogy?
Yeah.
Okay. So if it's a deposit and they're going to start for sure when they get paid, what I'll get them to do is I'll get them to fill out my questionnaire right away. Like, okay, great. Now that I got the deposit, I'm like, that's like now we just need to get the easy stuff out of the way. The easy stuff is I'm going to send you the questionnaire right after this call. I want you to fill it out in detail and get it back to me as soon as possible. The reason I want you to do that is that by the time we do the first installment, I'll already be working on your program and it'll make it a lot faster for you to get it back. Cool. Because if I can get the deposit and I can get an emotional buy-in with them filling out the questionnaire, they're significantly more likely to join the program.
Yeah, I get you. So I didn't send him like the agreement, but I did get him into Trainerize and I got him like pretty much started with the onboarding. He filled out like the consultation form and yeah, so he was taking steps in the right direction with that. And then I guess he talked with his brother and he's like, I owe my brother money and and I was like, all right, dude, like I don't
cool. So like
I was like, what was cool is he like reached out to me. So like I've started to get inbound leads, which is cool. But and you know, I followed up with them that night. I sent him a voice note being like, hey, like I get like, you know, it can be kind of scary to take these and like, you know, kind of poured into him, retouched on his pain points, retouched on his goals. And I was like, dude, it kind of seems like this is honestly the perfect time for you to do this right now. You know, you finally found someone that believes in you, And then I was like, how about you just like think about it over in the night and then we'll talk tomorrow. I just kind of let him kind of stew on it for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then,
got back to you?
I talked to him with him yesterday and I gave him his deposit back.
Cool. All right. Yeah. That guy will come back when he's ready.
He will. I think so too.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have the best day of your entire life.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What's up, Brooke? How you doing? Tell me some wins.
Well, first off, 2 out of 2 calls yeses this week, and my recurring is just under 6,500 right now, so that's super exciting.
Love that for you.
Thank you. Yeah. So my question is a little bit, I don't know if I can like ask or like think of the words to ask this, but I was just curious because I know you are a big like energy person, like with like feminine versus masculine energy. And if, you know, a person's got big goals and in like trying to build a business and do that, I feel like you're in a constant state of masculinity, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. And so how to like, just from your perspective, on how you feel like to balance it out when like you got big goals and you want to do all these things to kind of feel like you can balance them out and not stay super in your masculine all the time.
This is a great fucking question. Well, first of all, I want to preface this by saying I'm not a woman. So anybody listening to the podcast, I'm just going to preface that and say I'm not a woman. All right. But here's what I will say is when it comes to like masculine is very structured, routine, focused, driven, ambitious. And obviously, yes, women can be all those things, but that tends to be when you're in that energy and you're like 100% focused, that tends to be a more masculine approach. And the analogy I'll give you is like when you're like hanging out with your kid and you guys are playing in the park, you're not like driven, focused, and ambitious and like, let's make money. You're like, that's like the opposite. Like that's like you're in flow, you're living in the moment, you're present, you're enjoying life. I think that in my opinion, if you want to stay in your feminine, then you need to schedule in like time to be in feminine. And that basically means like schedule time to just like take time off your phone and just go to the park or hang out with your family or hang out with your significant other or do things that are like this. It sounds counterintuitive, but again, schedule in time to be unstructured. So like let yourself just do things. Like let yourself have a day where you go to yoga and you like spend the day like going for coffee and talking with a friend. Like the structured part of the business is necessary in order to achieve goals, like to know your numbers and to track your numbers and try to hit targets and KPIs. Whereas like feminine is more being in flow, being in the moment, being present. So you need to like give yourself time in your, cause like I know you're trying to schedule out your calendar because you're trying to schedule out and be successful, but like you need to schedule that time into your calendar so that you make the time for it and you make it a priority. So like use the masculine to let yourself be feminine, basically is what I'm saying.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I was just curious in that because sometimes I feel like a person, no matter what you're doing, feels like you're kind of just drawn into it. And I've always been that way. But I've been kind of doing some like Reiki treatments and things like that.
Yes.
And to try to pull out the more feminine side, like I don't want to say like I'm not super feminine because I can find that balance. But I feel like since like I've gone like full time into doing this, it just feels like the masculine just takes over.
I get that. And it's like, it's going to take over if you don't like, this is kind of like, I have a very structured way that I approach my relationships as well, because I tend to be more masculine. And so if I don't schedule in date night with Kirst, then I'll tend to just not make it a priority. But like scheduling in date night is kind of like a masculine thing to schedule in date night once a week. But that allows me to be in my flow and be in my feminine energy with Kirsten at that time. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
it does. Yeah. And I do that.
Time.
Like I schedule that time, but I think I was just like wanting to know if that is pulling me into my feminine. If I am doing that, I schedule time, like we go on a date, we go golfing, whatever, I'm being present. That's helping me balance them out.
100%. Because like feminine is just being in like the moment, being present, having fun, like flowing, like letting yourself laugh, you know, letting yourself not be stressed about things, like letting yourself be like just present. Whereas like masculine's like, we have a focus, we have a target, we have a mission, we need to do things, you know, there's two completely different energies. So when you're like playing and you're joyful and you're laughing and you're like, I feel like that is 100% balancing out your feminine. Yes.
Cool. No, I just wanted a male perspective on that. I wanted to get your take on it. So thank you.
Cool. You're welcome. Happy to be of service. Congratulations on 6,500 recurring. Proud of you.
Thank you.
What's up, Nicholas? Tell me some wins.
How are we doing today?
Best day of my life, brother. How are you?
I can't complain. Over the weekend, we made $13,500 over this weekend. So
who are you, bro?
I don't know.
You realize that if you did that 4 weekends in a row, that's a $50,000 a month. I want you to pause and consider that. Just like really think about that. When you think about students in the $1 Million Mastermind that are making $50,000 a month, it's just 4 weekends of making 13 grand. Ha!
Well, I'm trying to get there. So we made 13 and a half. I had two paid in fulls from a couple. They were both two couples and they paid in full. So they were like, Nick, we see the value. We want to be involved. So that's been great. And so when I was going through a lot of my numbers, because now I was like, all right, so I'm getting a big chunk of money. We had the bank accounts looking good, you know, all this stuff. I started realizing that I sell more paid in fulls than I do reoccurring revenue. And so with that being said, how do you manage times where you do get like, you know, a chunk of change and you're just like, oh, I can pay off debts. I can do this. I can sign up for that. I can sign up for this. Like, what are your thought processes whenever you are in this position where you start selling some products and you're starting to make a little bit of money?
Me and my videographer talked about this today. He asked me what my perspective is on money, and I said, my goal is to spend so much money on my skills, like as much money as I possibly can on my skills, so that I become so fucking skillful that it's impossible for me to spend all my money on skills. I spend as much money as I possibly can in acquiring skills. That is the number one thing that I spend money on, is like skill acquisition. I always make sure that I have enough money to, like, my rule is that like 6-month runway is a really safe bet. So like 6-month runway, if fucking everything burned to the ground, I could still cover my expenses for the next 6 months. That's a safe bet. So like, that's the bet that I prefer to take. So, if, I'm not even gonna say it out loud because I don't like putting that shit under the universe. But what I'm saying is, like, I have more than enough money in my bank account right now that if things started to happen or things went sideways, I would be more than good for 6 months. But I also am a heavy believer in skill acquisition and getting in the right environments. Like, I spent $100,000 on Adley for 6 months so that she could teach me content. My current mentor cost me $35,000 a month for one-on-one coaching. We just meet once an hour for a week. But it's like, I do those things because I'm acquiring skills that are 100% going to make me more money. So that's my take on it, is like, if you've got enough of a nest egg to cover 6 months of expenses, if things go sideways, then skill acquisition. Because if you acquire more skills and you start making more money, then, you don't have to worry about how much money's in the bank. You'll be able to pay off all of your debts and then some, and still have a fuckload left over, because all of a sudden you're making $13,000 a week instead of once a week in a month. So I'm a heavy believer in skill acquisition. That's the number one thing I try to spend all my time doing, is acquiring skills, developing skills, sharpening skills, etc. So skill acquisition would be my answer.
Cool. So I have that written down, and that's the thing, is ever since I started giving my money to you guys in your container, I mean, I built the skills and we're here. These are things that I never would have thought of whenever we were talking, whenever the hell we were talking. It seems like so long ago.
So there's two things to skill acquisition. I want to continue that conversation because I like it. A lot of people, what they do with skill acquisition is they'll pay for the skill, but then they'll pay with their money and not with their time. And it's like, the reason somebody asked me, they're like, why do you think you've been able to be successful with all these mentors you've worked with? It's because I'm like, I don't just pay with my fucking money. I also pay with my time. And I'm like, when I'm invested in the skill, I'm fucking all in. So like, for you, I'm going to give you your fucking flowers, bro, because you're here on PODCHATS every single week. Every single week you ask me a question. Sometimes it's the same question over and over again, but I give you the same direction. But now you're staying consistent with the direction that you need. And all of a sudden, bam, you have a $13,000 weekend. So you're not just paying with your money, you're also paying with your time. And I think that's a big mistake that people make with skill acquisition, is like, they'll buy a fucking course. They won't do the course. And they'll be like, oh yeah, I bought a course on content and I didn't get the value. Did you do the fucking course? Did you study the fucking modules? Did you watch the modules on repeat over and over and over again? So again, you get your flowers because you're doing that. But that's the trait of all of my most successful clients, have that ability to not only invest in skill acquisition, but then they invest their time and their energy in that skill. An example of this is Abram Anderson. He's one of my top performing clients right now. He made $450,000 last month. When he joined the Millionaire Mastermind, he consumed every fucking video in the portal within 7 days. There's a fuckload of content in the Millionaire Mastermind portal. We've got this thing called the Unlimited Information Vault. He went into that and watched every fucking video in 7 days. He also went from $150,000 to $450,000 in, the span of 9 months. But it's like, he didn't just invest his money, he also invested his time. So just a side ramble, but I digress.
I'm trying to get on that level. So with that being said, how now that I'm seeing, like, because I have my app completely filled with seats, because I wanted to do a stress test. Essentially, right now I have the content's hitting. My people like me. Obviously, they're buying. And so I decided to do a 14-day challenge last week. And this is the first challenge, and I've been doing them since I've been in the program, that every person that I invited signed up, and every person's actually doing the things. They're in the chat. They're, they're seeing results. They're like, Nick, this is great. And so now this has led me to, now I have 75 spaces right here. And like, I don't want to say like I'm at capacity, but I'm just wondering, like, now that I have it mixed with clients, mixed with challengers, I'm DMing, I'm trying to make sales. Is this part of the game, or like, where do I get to a place where I'm not just feeling overwhelmed? Like right now I'm running on, like, I'm doing my thing, but like, what point, whenever this does die down, because it always does, as I know it does, where do I have to look at is like, where's the energy? Like, where do I put my energy? Where do I put my focus? Where do I not put my focus on these particular times?
What do you think the answer is?
Fucking content, DMs, probably seems. Or the people who, like, the way my perspective, I could tell you my perspective is that, like, I'm really just trying to deliver and over deliver to the people who are in my app and in my 14-day challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but I also think that you just asked me the question. You're like, how do you get over the period of time where you're like, everything's working and you start getting overwhelmed, you're at capacity. Like, what do you do then? What do you do then is like you have to hire out so that you can get out of capacity. Like once you're making $15,000 to $25,000 a month, the only logical move at that point is to start getting people to work for you so that you can start buying back some of your time, getting a support coach that you're going to pay about $1,000 a month that's going to help you with your client load, getting a virtual assistant. So now all of a sudden you've got a VA in your DMs for 8 hours a day that's booking calls for you, getting somebody to help you manage your community so that you've got somebody in your community 2 to 4 hours a day that's managing your community for you. All three of those hires are going to cost you about $3,000 a month, and you should not do them all at one time. Never, ever hire more than one person at one time. You also have to train them properly. But when you train them properly, you walk them through onboarding, you give them the SOPs, and you teach them how to basically be good at their job. All of a sudden now you're going to get 30 to 50 hours extra per week from your team members, and they're just doing all the grunt work for you. So now all of a sudden you are able to step back and be like, okay, cool. Now I'm still going to do the same things, but I'm going to do them at the higher level because I don't have to be the one doing the DMs. So what else can I do to build a business? And then all of a sudden, then business becomes fun. They're like, oh, now I get to spend more time on content. Now I get to spend more time on sales calls. And now I get to book more sales calls. It's like, that's the next level is you need to hire. You buy yourself out of the positions you don't want to do anymore, or buy yourself out of the positions that are taking a lot of time.
I totally get that. Now, in regards to myself right now, when you have a 14-day challenge that is popping off, or you do have people that are already like in your container right now that are like involved in what you have to offer, how much energy do you spend to those people comparatively speaking to the clients, comparatively speaking to making content? Like, is there like a hierarchy that you put to that, or like
clients always come first? So that's number one. Never prioritize anything over your clients, because your clients are the ones that are putting the roof over your head. The second thing I prioritize is the people that are in that challenge, because these are people that are from your audience that have expressed interest in working with you, and they're currently in a thing that you're doing. So that's number two for sure. It's like if you're doing a 4-day challenge, 14-day challenge, whatever, that becomes second priority no matter what. And then third priority, which would be like reposts or like less filming sessions that week, would be content, DMs, blah, blah, blah. Because why would you spend, an hour and a half a day doing 100 outbound DMs when you literally have 75 fucking people that have said they want to work with you in a fucking container? If you spent that hour and a half communicating with those people, you're significantly more likely to get those people to buy rather than a complete stranger on social media that hasn't expressed that they're interested in working with you. So I'd much rather spend my time and resources on those people that have already expressed interest in potentially buying than on strangers on social media that might or might not be able to, or might not want to work with me.
100% total sense. And with these people who are hot, last question is, when you are, since they're hot right now, they're seeing results, they're doing their things, they're checking their stuff off, they're seeing points. When is it too early to pitch? Or
never.
Okay.
Never. You don't pitch the program, you pitch the call.
Because I like pitching programs and
pitch the call.
Pitch the call. Okay. And how do you, I guess the last one is like, some say, like, for example, hey, Nick, this app has been great. Your exercises have been great. Like, I'm actually starting to really see results. I can, thank you so much for this. Like, what would be like
I love it. What would you say your number one goal is for like the rest of the year? Like, where would you like to be by December?
And then you like start the conversation kind of like that.
Yeah, and they're like, I want to lose 20 pounds by December. Like, dope. That's amazing. Well, tell you what, you've been such a great client. Why don't we do this? Let's hop in a quick 15 to 30 minute call. I'll map out a strategy session for you for like the next 3 months. Talk about like what you need to do over the next 3 months to lose that 20 pounds, and we'll get you there. You up for that? Yep. Cool. Here's my calendar link. Go ahead and book it now. Spots always fill up quick. Send me a screenshot. Let me know the time you pick. Cool? Question mark?
Done.
You
make it so smooth. You know what I mean? Whenever you say it, I'm over here like, fuck, if I do this and then I do this, and you're like, you're just right on it. Bing, bang, boom. All right. But that's also why you get paid the big bucks. So we're trying to get up to your level. So I appreciate you. I'm going to keep grinding away and hopefully get up there so I can access your vaults up there in the program.
Let's go, bro. I love it. Talk to you soon, bro. Later. Peace. Lucy, what up? Tell me some wins.
When Gina and I got on a call this morning and talked about how we're going to structure our 14-day challenges and coming up with a game plan. So that was fun. It really helped set my mind on a structured plan and felt a little less chaotic on when I'm thinking about it. Feels overwhelming. So that's good.
Love that.
I have more drama with that girl that I got on a call with, got her to stay in the program. She was super appreciative, like super nice on the call. And then she filled out my last week's check-in form and she just absolutely roasted me in the check-in form and was not happy all of a sudden all over again. after we had discussed, like, I'm going to get on a phone call with her physio. I've been trying to contact him since Monday and he's not called me back. And I've been calling him multiple times a day. So I can't update her program until I talk to him. So then I just got a bunch of like more nasty messages from her and I'm just like, I'm done. I just don't know how to fire her because now she's like talking about lawyers and like saying that I like injured her further and that I didn't listen to her. And it's just like a fucking shit show.
Did you, the last conversation that we had with her on the call, was it a phone call?
Yes.
Okay. So we don't have any recording of that, unfortunately, which is stupid. Do we have any documented proof that she was happy with the call post call?
I don't think so. It was just all through the call.
Okay. Is there any messages that she sent you in between the call and now, or she was like, "Thank you so much for da 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 da"?
I don't think so.
Okay, so like on paper, it's all fucking negative. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, like her last check-in was just basically saying like, I don't think you're certified to be helping me with the issues that I have, blah blah blah. And so it's just like, listen, like I would listen to her voice notes when we first like started together, and she came to me for weight loss specifically, for building body confidence and feeling good in her skin. There was no mention of any type of rehab work from my end. She said she's seen physio, she's been cleared by physio. These are the exercises that don't work for her. These are the ones that mildly aggravate. So she didn't hire me as a rehab specialist, and I reiterated that.
Yeah. Okay. So you're good. So fuck everything she's saying. You're good. So
yeah.
if
So
you
I
want,
said that in the check-in, and
yeah,
I was
if
just like,
you want,
listen, this is what you hired me for. You have specialists. I'm willing to work with him, but now I'm just like, I'm done. Like,
yeah,
I'm fucking done.
100%. So like, I would just communicate this is I would be issuing as much of a refund as I possibly could while also not cutting into the fact that I fucking did the work. So like I would be charging her for the first month, but I would be trying to release as much of that energy as I fucking possibly could. Just based off of the fact that this is not worth our energy at this point. And yeah, it might suck to do a refund, but it's gonna suck more to fucking have this person in your life for the next 16 weeks, sucking your energy
Oh, it's
every
5
fucking week.
months.
Yeah,
Five
it's 5
fucking
months.
months.
No,
Like,
thank
yeah.
you. Like I would rather
No.
stick a knife in my eye.
I'm a little concerned with her like bringing lawyers involved and like bringing a lawsuit at this point because she's obviously fucking.
Yeah, it won't happen though, because
Yeah.
if you wanted to completely remove yourself from that situation, just issue a full refund then there's literally nothing she can argue with. So what I would say is like, I don't tolerate. So here's what I would say. Like, hey, XYZ name, I just want to let you know that the way that you're communicating with me is not, I don't really feel like we have an established client coach relationship. I've also gone back and listened to every single voice note that you sent me, as well as looked at your welcome questionnaire. And there was no mention of any rehab work whatsoever. You said you were cleared by your physio. Based on that information, I did design your program. I've been trying to get a hold of your physio to have a conversation with him. Here's proof of me calling your physio 7 different times this week specifically, and I haven't heard back from them. That being said, based off of the way that this conversation is going and based off of the words that you said to me in last check-in and this check-in, I'm going to be refunding your program in full. This decision is final. It's not up for negotiation. I wish you nothing but the best. And then I would fucking leave it and I would never reply to her ever again. Bye-bye. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm just typing out what you're saying. Sorry.
Okay. I would literally, once I issued that full refund with this decision is final, it's not up for negotiation, I would remove her from my group immediately, remove her from my app immediately, restrict her on Facebook or restrict her on Instagram. And then if she sent me a message on Facebook, I would literally have it so that like the messages can't be sent anymore. And I would just completely remove her from my life.
Here's the
That's
issue. She's another paddleboard company locally that I am attending a race that she is hosting in 2 weeks. As well as I'm a volunteer on that team for her. So how do I address that? Because obviously, like, I'm going to be running into her in person.
Yeah, but like what you need to do is like communicate that like this relationship clearly is not working out. XYZ, because of this, I'm going to be issuing a full refund. Decision's final. I hope you get the help you're looking for. Here's proof that I contacted your physio. Here's proof that Here's proof that I was doing my very best. There's nothing else I can do at this point. So here's all your money back, and I hope you find what you're looking for. And I am almost willing to bet, Lucy, that when you do that, she changes her tone almost immediately. I would honestly be willing to bet a fuckload of money that you do that and she changes her tone immediately. And it's like, if you want my opinion, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be trying to build a relationship with somebody that's a fuckwit like this, for lack of a better term. Like people like that do not deserve my time and energy. So I wouldn't be going out of my way to try to establish a relationship with them. If we just so happen to be in the same network for XYZ reason, I would be courteous and kind because I'm not going to let you fuck with my energy. I'd be like, hey, hope you're having a great day. And then I'd move on with my life and try my best to literally never speak to her again.
Yeah. I cannot believe, like, I knew my gut knew from the beginning that this is going to be an issue, and I did not listen to it because on the call she sounded like she was just fucking so down for this.
Some
And
people never change.
yeah. Okay, cool. So I will do that right after this. And then I have two other questions for you. I have a client that's been sending me like 5 to 10 voice notes a day that are all a minute long and they're not getting to the point. Like they're just like her, like, oh, my cat just did this, haha. Anyways, da, 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 anyways, and just like rambling and wasting a lot of my fucking time in a day having to listen to these voicemails. I can't skip through them. And I'm not sure how to address or like set a boundary with her of like, hey, like just address what needs to be addressed or like just message me what needs to be said. It's just like it's a lot.
Here's my voice note back. Hey, Lucy, what's going on? Hope you're having the best day of your entire life. So can you do me a favor? I obviously want to get back to you as soon as I possibly can because I care about you and I want you to be successful in my program. But if I get 5 voice notes from you, I don't know which one to listen to and which one not to listen to. And I don't know how to get the actual value from the information that you're giving me. So do me a favor. When you have a voice note that you'd like to send, if you can make it less than 60 seconds, that would be ideal for me because that will tell me exactly what I need to focus on so I can get back to you faster. That would be so helpful. Thank you so much. So if there's ever anything you want to ask me specifically, the faster you get to the point, the more that I'm going to be able to get back to you as soon as possible. And that's my goal because sometimes if I see 5 voice notes, I won't be able to get to it until the end of the day or the next day. And I'd like to get back to you the same day. Hope you're having a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay. And third question, I had posted a client transformation photo. She won like my challenge for last month and she's a fucking rock star. I posted like a before and after photo of her and like everyone was celebrating her. And then someone commented being like, I can hardly tell a difference. And then the comments have been fucking awesome with just like calling this girl out and saying how inappropriate it was to say something like that and whatever. So I want to make a reel around that, but I'm not sure what the best approach is to like highlight this.
First things first, you need to highlight the fuck out of your client. That's the first thing. And I would say that would start the video by saying like, when I get comments like this on my transformations from girls that have literally been working their ass off, girls that have been pushing themselves so hard in the gym, this woman has lost so much weight and she's doing so amazing and she's absolutely crushing her fitness journey and she absolutely deserves to be celebrated because all the progress that she's made. Comments like this really piss me off because they're ignorant and they're like da-da-da-da-da and then just say whatever your opinion is. So like make it about the fact that your client is an amazing person that's done an incredible job, that's extremely hardworking, so that your audience will side with you and against the person that made the comment.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you come at the person that made the comment and being like, you ignorant fuck, blah, 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 that won't necessarily get your audience to side with you. And we want our audience to side with us. So the way that we do that is by celebrating your client, talking about how she's such an amazing person. She's been working so hard. She's been doing da-da-da-da. She's been seeing amazing results. Now it's going to cause the audience to side with you and want to be alongside you. And then you talk about, comments like this are ignorant because they downplay like hard woman success. And we shouldn't be saying stuff like this on social media and like, you need to do better, blah, blah, blah. Also, this book, Nicholas just asked, September 12th, the book launches on Amazon. It's going to be 99 cents for the ebook. You guys can also buy the hardcover copy, but 99 cents on Amazon. Nicholas, September 12th. Deal.
Hell yeah. And would you include like any of the screenshots of the other women stepping in and defending her or like
and then you could literally end the video by being like, this is what we're talking about. But like I wouldn't include the screenshots of the women defending this woman. I would include the screenshots of the women that are like celebrating the woman in the post. Be like, this is what social media is supposed to be for. Women celebrating women. Like, this is why I love social media, because when I get my girls that are rallying around this girl and like hyping her up, like that's why I post these photos, to inspire you women in the audience to understand that like we can all do this together and we don't have to be tearing each other down. Bam.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I hope you have the best day of your entire life.
Thank you. You too.
Felix, what up? Tell me some wins, brother.
Hey man, doing really great. I've had 3 clients I've onboarded this week so far, and I've joined the 10K Mastermind, which is another win. And right now I've been on top of like the challenges, and it's been really like bringing a lot more clients. So super excited to see that. And I hit my 10K last month, and I'm on track to hit it again this month.
Come on, let's go. How can I be of service, Mr. Felix?
Of course. Yeah, definitely. So I actually have a funny story that I'm actually bounce off of Lucy's idea, because I had a client from that challenge. It would have been 4, but he doesn't count because after, like, I know he wants help, and he's asked me even like today, and I want to see if I can screen share or show you his message or something, because I don't know what to say to that. I dropped it in the 10K mastermind, and he meant,
Just
but
read
he
it to me.
basically, okay, I'll read it to you. So, all right, he said, "Can I work out 4 days a week instead of just 3?" Now, bear in mind, this is a free challenge, and I told him already that it's a, it's not a custom program, and it's just 3 workouts. And I said, "Hey, for your first 2 weeks, I just want you to be consistent with hitting 3." He hasn't been in the gym for almost a year, by the way. Your body can recover more quicker if you can recover well. And I explained why. Why wouldn't I get more results starting out with 4 days? And then I say,
why are you coaching him in the DMs?
Well, I'm coaching him. He's in my trainer eyes, and I'm trying to like explain to this guy back and forth like why he should just stick with the plan as it is. And it can't. In conclusion, he was like, "I don't know if I'm up for that. I've been thinking about it. If I knew if I knew it was only going to be 3 days a week, I probably wouldn't have done it." And I'm like, "Well, have you been working out 4 days a week on your own?" He said, "No, like not yet, but I was wanting to." I'm like, "Well, what's the harm in starting off with 3 instead of jumping to 4?" And
Pause.
he says,
"Pause." So this is your new client.
He's not a client. He's a trial. So he's not even paying me. He's doing like a free 14-day challenge.
Why the fuck would we not give him 4 days a week if he wants 4 days a week if he becomes a new client?
Well, because the part of the challenge was that number one,
so I just want to clarify. So this guy, is he asking for 4 days a week in the fucking 14-day challenge? Is that what he's asking for? Or is he asking what 4 days a week would look like in full coaching?
In the challenge. He's asking for 4 days in the challenge.
Here's exactly what I would type out a message to this dude that says exactly this. So when I'm working with clients one-on-one, I'm more than happy to design programs that are customized to their needs. Because if you want to work out 4 days a week, I'd love to give you 4 days a week. The 14-day challenge is basically to get you started on your journey. And you told me you weren't working out before. So working out 3 days a week is definitely better than working out 4 days a week. I can definitely chat with you about customizing a program. Would you be open to discussing what a customized program would look like? ?
Okay.
So you're basically like taking control of the frame. Right now, he's controlling the frame because he's like, well, why can't I do 4 days a week? Well, why can't I do this? Because you're in a free fucking challenge. That's why. Okay. How about that? How about you didn't pay for this? Okay. So you don't get to call the shots, buddy. Right.
Yeah.
So like, that's the frame that you need to set in the nicest possible way. That's how I would handle it. Is like, yeah, totally makes sense. When I'm working with clients one-on-one, I try to customize the program to their specific needs. For the 14-day challenge, this is more of a kickstart, but 3 days a week is better than the 0 that you were doing. If you're up for it, we can talk about a customized program that would look like. You want to talk about that? He's like, sure. What does that look like? Cool. Why don't we do this? Let's hop in a quick 15 to 30 minute call. We'll talk about your number one struggle, your number one goal, and we'll talk about a customized game plan. You up for that? Yep. Cool. Here's a calendar link. Go ahead and book in now. Spots always fill up quick. Send me a screenshot. Let me know the time you pick. Cool ?
So I would love to say that, but he did last night. He because I didn't respond in time. He was like, you know what? I'm out, yada, and he quit. And then to this morning, and then today, he texted me like he had like my number because I sent him the Zoom link to confirm for the call. And he said, could you possibly tell me what carbs are good? Like the ones I should be focused on eating? I'm not sure about.
No, and I would say no, because you quit. Literally. I would literally say that exactly. Nope, because you quit.
All right. I didn't know because because there's so many things I could go with there, but I didn't know if that was a case where I just be straight up with them or, get him back in on a call or something. But yeah.
Yeah. No, because you quit.
Yeah. Yeah. He did. So, and that's the case. Like, I've never had that situation happen before. But aside from all that, I recently onboarded a VA. And he's helping me with booking appointments, and especially when I have like campaigns, like those challenges, whatnot. But he's struggling. I guess we both are struggling with getting openers, like just conversations, like just getting people to open the conversation.
You're asking a VA question. You shouldn't be asking a VA question. You should be doing your own DMs at this level, big boy.
Okay.
Get into the fucking DMs and go book calls.
All right. So I shouldn't have a VA then.
You should not have a fucking VA at this level. Unless you're making $15,000 to $25,000 a month consistently, you are shooting yourself in the foot by having a VA. You just hit 10K. Why would you take yourself out of the business that's doing 10K right now? You need to prove to yourself that you can do this consistently. Fire your VA.
All right.
Go fire your VA.
Okay. Yeah.
Get to $15,000 a month, then let's talk about a VA.
Okay.
You see what I just did there? Control the frame. Don't let your clients control the frame on you. You need to control the frame on your clients and your potential clients. So this guy's literally, he owns you right now. This guy's like getting you to fucking change fucking free plants. Then
Yeah.
asking you questions about carbs when he quits. This guy owns you. Nope, because you quit. Like, I would have loved to help you out if you're in the challenge. Unfortunately, I can't help you, brother. But like, if you ever do get serious about your fitness goals and you want me to design you a custom plan, let's talk about a customized program. But I'm not going to take you on as a client if you're going to quit. So hope you have a great day. He's gonna be like, what the fuck? And then don't respond to him ever again. He's gonna fucking have a hissy fit. Just don't respond.
Oh yeah, no, I could tell. Like I went on a call with him, and he just so awkward, like quiet.
Sorry. Nope, because you quit.
Yeah. Okay.
He's gonna be like, nobody's ever talked to me like that in my life before. And you're like, yeah, well, I'm your coach, so too bad.
Yeah. No. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. And then I guess aside from that, I just recently made a bunch of new content, and I guess what's a good way if I'm like struggling with like hooks for, should I be posting, I guess, more like things that are like just entertaining or more value?
I'm confused by that question.
I guess truthfully, I'm not sure if you're able to do like a content audit for me, like
not on the 10K, but like you said, you're struggling with hooks, right?
Yeah, that's really what it is.
So you're struggling with hooks. So if you're struggling with hooks, what I want you to do, Felix, is when you film your content, I want you to film 3 different hooks for the same piece of content. So film your content, and in that same video, I want you to film 3 different hooks. 1 direct, 1 curious, 1 emotional. I just posted a reel about this on my page. It is I'm going to give you some templates that you can play around with. And I want you to post all 3 of them on trial reels. And whichever one does the best, I want you to post that video to your page. And that's how you're going to get better at hooks.
Okay.
It's the 6th video on my page right now that isn't pinned.
Okay. Gotcha. I'll go find that. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro. Talk soon.
Thank you.
Peace. What's up, Ronnie? Tell me some wins.
Well, my win is that my 14-day challenge has great energy. People in the challenge are hyping each other up. Things are good. I'm having a lot of fun delivering in the challenge. That's been something that I've been really working on since the mindset call, was like you guys just telling me like slow down and be present and like remember why the fuck you're doing this. And like I've literally just been like, how can I help people get the best results possible? And it's been so much fun. So I've gotten a bunch of people in there who like I didn't even know were on my radar. One person actually joined straight through the link in my email. I've never had somebody do that before. So
Love
like
that.
that was really fucking sick.
Love that.
So yeah, but okay, on that note, okay, I've got a little bit of a rant coming, which is necessary to my question because I need to know if I'm making an emotional decision or not or whatever. But basically, I had a client reach out to me today and like she went on vacation and like wanted to know if she could pause the program for a week and all these things. And like basically I'm just like I'm getting all of these like people who are like nickel and diming over every little thing, and like those aren't the kind of people who I'm trying to work with, right? Like I want people like I invest, like there was a time where I was paying like multiple thousands of dollars to multiple mentors and all of these things. And it's like, one, I was like, I couldn't really figure out why I'm attracting all these people who like can't see the value of investing, right? And then I kind of had this piece of mind where I'm like, okay, like it's a reflection of me, like maybe because I know I'm not very good with my boundaries, like in things like that. Like I'm always like bending over backwards for people and all these things. But I just like, it's like I'm so frustrated of like, and this is like part of the thing too of why I'm having a hard time like getting clear on my niche, is because I'm like, I like working with the people who I am, like I feel fulfilled doing it, but it's like I can't help you if you don't invest in yourself and show up. And I'm just like tired of bending over backwards for people who don't appreciate what I'm doing. And like, don't get me wrong, I have clients who pay high ticket and they do the things, but it's like I feel like all of my like low ticket clients are a huge pain in my ass, and they just like are not like wanting to show up and all these things. And like, I don't want to be distracted and make a decision on like trying to switch my niche and all these things because of a few bad apples. But like, I've had a thought because I have a few different like clients who are more like entrepreneurs, and like I have a few like male clients who are like 6-7 figure earners who have been really amazing and getting great results. But I'm like, is this just a shiny object of me trying to be like, oh, maybe this will change my problem? Because I don't want to make the full switch in doing all these things if it's like I just need to learn to talk to these people better. I don't know if anything I'm saying is making sense, but like this, I'm just losing my fucking mind. And I literally like screamed into a pillow today because I'm just like, it's so frustrating. And I just don't know, like, and that being said, all the people in my 14-day challenge are like moms, like my old niche. And yeah, so like, I'm going to shut up now.
That's okay. So can I diagnose? Are you okay if I give you? So, okay. So you're telling me that you have a problem because a client messaged you because they basically are doing something that's crossed your boundaries, but you're telling me that you have a problem drawing boundaries, and then you're considering changing your niche because you have a problem drawing boundaries. I just want to That's what I heard, right? So the reason I'm going to tell you that that's a bad move is because just because you change your niche doesn't mean that the fucking high profile earners aren't going to have demands of you as well. You know, people are always going to have demands of you. So when it comes to establishing boundaries, the first question I have to ask you is, have you clearly established a boundary on what your pause procedure is right now? AKA, do your clients know what your pause policy is?
No.
Then how can you be mad at the clients for crossing your boundaries that you haven't clearly identified? Right?
Correct.
So the solution in this problem is not to change our fucking niche. The solution in this problem is to clearly establish boundaries, which basically means when we sign up clients, we go over the expectations and what the boundaries are. Because if you go over the expectations and you clearly communicate boundaries and then a client crosses those boundaries, at that point, you can be like, totally understand, Carolina. Thank you so much for getting this message to me. You know, we did discuss this when you onboarded, how if you are going to be going away on vacation, that I'll be able to design you a program on vacation. So unfortunately, there won't be a pause during this time. However, since you're on vacation, I'll make sure that we'll do a light check-in and no pressure while you're on vacation. But I want to make sure that, you know, we still stay in contact because I care about you and I want you to win. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Okay.
And then in those boundaries, you can also say, like, if you fucking get sick or die, or like, you know, you break your foot, obviously, you know, if there's an emergency situation that has a doctor's note, of course, we'll issue a pause, but no other pause in the but you haven't established that boundary. So you can't be mad at somebody for crossing a boundary that you haven't established. So this is a situation where we need to clearly establish, you know, guardrails and boundaries.
Okay.
So with this client, so back to this client, you got to honor the pause because you didn't establish that there wasn't any pauses. So from her end,
I did say like whatever, like we're gonna talk. We're gonna discuss it at the end of the month or whatever.
But all I'm saying is that, like, moving forward, how you prevent this problem from happening is you clearly establish boundaries. Right now, there's no clearly established boundaries, so we can't hold anybody to anything because there's no expectations.
Okay. Now my second, like, I makes sense 100%, and I see it with like this client. Other people, it's like they literally like are like telling me like they can't afford to feed their kids this month, so they like find like I've had like multiple people tell me that they like literally can't afford life right now, and it's like that was kind of where I was getting to, like, so like I'm just trying to find people who as like have essentially who can invest. So is it like is that some like this
That
is
makes
where
sense. It's like if you want to like target your niche to more professional people that actually have money, that makes sense. But right now you have a challenge with a bunch of women. So maybe it's like women over 30, like career-driven women over 30, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, but right now it's like we're just talking to moms. It's like that's relative. I can be a mom at 17.
Yeah. Well, and I'm trying to talk more to the fact that because even Sam said that to me, like I'm trying to talk more to women who are over 30 by talking about how I'm over 30, because she's like watching my content, you wouldn't know I was over 30. So she's like, you have to talk about that more. So I'm trying to do that. But okay. So any advice for like when I go to fucking pitch all of these women then and not getting in my own way of like already assuming that like they're just going to be more of like what I'm attracting?
Pitch them your high ticket program. If they can't afford your high ticket program, don't pitch them your low ticket.
Okay. I honestly was like, that's what okay.
Right?
You're just reaffirming what I already knew.
Yeah, like that's the only program that I have for right now.
Okay, so you're saying don't burn everything to the ground?
No, don't throw a bomb in your business.
Okay.
Pusa.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take a breather, go for a walk.
Okay.
Okay. Talk to you soon. Hello, Gina Wells. Tell me some wins.
I'm here.
Yes, you are, Gina Wells. You
Just
are
leveled
here.
up in a whirlwind of emotions the last week, kind of getting situated and prepared for all this. But here goes, here it goes, right?
I love it.
I guess what my question would be surrounding, and I hate to use the word overwhelm because overwhelm is an emotion, but there's lots of different things coming at me. I'm attending the calls, I'm being a good student. I'm thinking content mastery, 14-day challenge, Black Friday. It just seems like my head is kind of like pivoting in all these different directions.
I'll tell you exactly what to do because you're in the 10K mastermind. I'll tell you exactly what to do. First things first, complete the mindset module. That's priority number one. The reason the mindset module is the most important thing is it's going to help you with the feeling that you're experiencing right now. So that's the number one thing is complete the mindset module. Number two is, have you done content mastery yet?
I was halfway through in the CLA because it was just released, and then I restarted it, and I've been really like dissecting it, like typing my notes, posting in 10K mastermind, just showing that I'm absorbing the information. So I'm going through and like doing the application of it more than I was in the CLA.
Second thing, hammer content mastery. Super important. Because if you hammer content mastery, your content's going to perform better overall and you'll make more money. Third thing I want you to do is I want you to do sales mastery. because sales mastery will help you sign more clients and make more money. Those are your top priorities right now, which means that the coaching calls, if you want to come to a check-in call with Janelle, dope. You want to come to PODCHATS with me, dope. Everything else, turn your blinders on.
Okay.
Because like the mindset modules and content mastery and sales mastery is going to help you make more money. It's going to help you get set up for Black Friday because you're going to learn how to market better and sell better. And then if you want to come ask me or Janelle a question, do that. But everything else, put blinders on until we're completing that stuff. Once you're done that stuff, then you can start coming to the other calls. But right now, it's just like if you consume so much information and we don't act, now we don't know what to take action on. Now we're really stuck and frustrated where you're already in momentum and you're doing well in your business. That's why you came here in the first place. So I want to give you more momentum. So mindset for sure, content mastery, sales mastery, top priorities, support calls like this or with Janelle would be the second priority.
Okay. Should I be running a 14-day challenge coming up?
If you want my advice, I would say no.
Okay. That's where I was because I know how busy it gets.
Yeah.
And
I would say no.
Because I feel like I've just brought in over the last month and a half, like 13 people.
Mm-hmm.
So
you don't have a client acquisition problem right now. So like we need to dial in the mindset, dial in the content, dial in the sales, and that improving the overall system is going to make everything better. If when we improve the overall system, we get to a point where we want to get more clients in the door right away, we can do a challenge, but right now it's not necessary.
I agree. And I just needed that validation that I just need the mindset. Number one mindset. I got you. And I appreciate it. And it's an honor to be here. And thank you so much.
I appreciate you. Let's continue to grow this thing. I believe in you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye, Gina. Also, thanks for all the referrals. You're fucking a legend. By the way, guys, just on that fucking note, if you guys refer me a friend to the CLA or the 10K, every friend that you refer that joins, you get a free month in the program. So Gina heard that last week and she's been sending me referrals. You're a boss. I appreciate you. Love it. Carolina, last and not least, how can I be of service? Tell me some wins.
My win would be that I have closed 6 of my last 8 calls. So we are at 8.5K already.
Wow. On the 10th of the month. We love that.
Yeah, it's been great. And well, actually, my question has to do with those 2 calls I didn't close. Both were the financial objection. I think that, or I believe that I have been getting better at handling that one in the sense of like, okay, like you know better your budget than me. So what would be a number that you would think right now, just on the top of your head, you could be investing in your fitness journey or like in your health? And then since I have like the different types of commitment, kind of like try to get them through that, which is almost working. But especially in those 2, I've been getting the objection of like, I really need to check my Excel or whatever first, and then I'll get back to you. Like, I think yes, I just need to put the numbers in and then I'll get back to you. I've even tried like, okay, do you have the file there? Like, let's check it together, like right now. But those 2, I realized, of course, it was my mistake because I let them go off the call, kind of like, I'll let you know, which now it's pretty sure that I shouldn't do that. But let's say I've never leaned back from a call when I get that of like, okay, I told you it was an absolute yes or an absolute no. So because it's an absolute no, I don't know kind of like how to handle that because I've never done it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just role play. You can give me the financial objection. Ready?
All right.
So it's going to be, Carolina, it's going to be a total of $9.99 for 16 weeks, or you can do $350 a month. What works better for you?
I think I can do the $9.99 because I just like to pay all in once, but I just need to put it in my file just to double check that I'm not making any stupid decision.
Okay, good. That's awesome. I like that. I don't like to make stupid decisions either. That's awesome. So just putting the finances to the side for a second, let's actually talk about the decision to join the program. How are you actually feeling about the coaching program itself? Like, do you feel confident that this program will help you lose 20 pounds?
Yeah, it's great. And I really want to do it. I just really want to make sure that I'm not being irresponsible with my finances right now. But I love it. And I'm sure I want to do it. I just really want to put the number in my file and make sure for myself that I have it there.
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. And so just to be super clear, like, is there anything about the program that you don't like, or you're 100% confident that this program will help you lose 20 pounds? It's just the financial aspect.
Yeah, it's just a financial aspect. I just want to make sure for myself.
Okay, perfect. And so like $9.99, do you think that that's a fair investment?
Yeah, for sure. I just have a couple of expenses coming in. We just bought a car with my boyfriend. So I just want to make sure that like I don't run out of money at the end of the month.
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. And you mentioned that you would prefer to pay it in full if you had the finances, right?
Yeah, I'm going to check both options in my Excel file. I just really, really want to make sure that I don't tell you yes and then tomorrow I have to back it out because, I just realized my finance calculation was bad.
Okay, fair enough. Carolina, can I be honest with you?
Sure.
So I would absolutely love to have you in the coaching program. And here's what I found with most clients is I've been on hundreds of these calls, and 99% of the time when a client gets off the call and they end up taking no action, they end up staying stuck in the exact same place. And it's not because you don't want to do the coaching program. It's not because you shouldn't do the coaching program. It's because our brains are designed to keep us safe, not happy. So basically what that means is you're going to get off the call and you're going to start thinking to yourself, oh man, maybe I shouldn't do it because of XYZ thing. When on this call, you told me that you want to lose 20 pounds and that you've been waiting for the last 5 years to lose 20 pounds. And you know for a fact that this is something that's going to work for you. You mentioned that you're certain. So why don't we do this? I would love for you to check your finances. I would love for you to check your budget. Why don't we get a $350 deposit down right now? This would be for your first month in the program. And if for whatever reason you end up checking your finances, Carolina, and you decide not to move forward, I'll send you a full refund, no questions asked. I just find that 99% of the time when people say they do want to do it and they don't take action on the call, they end up taking no action and they stay stuck in the same place.
All right.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I've been trying to push the deposit, but indeed in these cases I didn't. So I think it could be more about pushing the deposit. Could you?
Let's role play though.
Play for us for a second,
let's
and
role
you
play though.
actually back out?
Yeah, let's keep going. Just keep going. I'll show you what I would do if it's like a hard. So keep going.
All right. Yeah, no, I just really want to put the number in my file. It's just kind of like for my mental security, like safetyness.
Carolina, you're killing me, girl. You're killing me. You're crazy. You're crazy. All right. So listen, I really do want to work with you. I don't want to make you make a decision that you're not 100% confident in. So how much time do you need to run the numbers?
I think I can let you know by tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning? Okay. So why don't we do this? Let's book a follow-up call for tomorrow morning. What time works for you? Do you want to do 9 a.m., 8 a.m.? What time works best for you?
Yeah, 9 is okay.
9 is okay? Okay, perfect. So let's do 9 a.m. Carolina, what I'm going to do for you in the next 24 hours is I'm going to send you through a couple of client transformations that have very similar stories as you. They're clients that have been in my coaching program for the last 6 months. They've lost 15 to 20 pounds just like you're looking to lose, just to show you that I'm 100% confident that this is going to be worth the investment. Caroline, I also did just want to mention that if you did decide to join the coaching program tomorrow and we did move forward and change your life, that my program does come with a result-based guarantee, which basically means that if you do the work and you show up and you do the check-ins, if you don't lose the 20 pounds that I promise you that you're going to lose, I'll send you a full refund, no questions asked. That way, worst case scenario, you still lose some weight, but you don't get the result. Best case scenario, you're down 20 pounds in the best shape of your life, and you can send me a video thanking me at the end of the program for changing your life. Cool?
All right.
All right, sweet. So I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm going to put the calendar invite right now. I'll send you an invite, and then I'm going to send through some of those client transformations so that you can actually take a look at some of the clients that have been through the program that are just like you.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. I hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. I have a question for you, Brian.
I just want to pause on that concept. What I'll say is it's my job to do everything in my fucking power to get them to pay on that call. Literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get them to commit that they want to do it, commit that it's the right time, commit that the budget's there. Then I'm going to, once I get that commitment, I'm going to ask if there's anything about the program they don't like. So I'm going to get certain that there's nothing about the program that's hesitating them on taking action. It's just the financial aspect. Then I'm going to do that little bit about how the finances, like 99% of the time I get on these calls, people get off the call, they don't take any action, blah, 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 blah. If that bit doesn't close them, then I'm going to lean out. Because if you keep pushing after that, you're going to burn the lead. So then I kind of lean out like, you're killing me. And then like, I'll usually laugh and then they'll laugh. And then I'll lean out and I'll kind of be like, okay, cool. Then I'll book a follow-up call for tomorrow. Once I book the follow-up call for tomorrow, super fucking important. I will always send transformations or testimonials in the DMs. So right after the call, I'm going to send them 3 to 4 clients that have had a similar story as them so that they can consume some of the clients that have actually walked their walk and seen that transformation, because we need to get them thinking about the result that they're going to get, not the price that it's going to cost.
Okay. So the lean out is actually to book kind of like the follow-up call, because my question was going to be, how would you do if you lean out? Like, because in my mind, I was like, yeah, what about like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I just don't want to take this spot because I only have 2 spots from other people. If you're not sure, because I have other calls this afternoon, but okay, like I'll try the lean out like that.
I will close a lot of deals on follow-ups because of that. Like a lot. Like I would say probably, Carolina, I would say, I don't have the exact number, 30% of my deals come because of that. Because like we'll push really hard for the first close, because if I get them on the first call, they're significantly more likely to purchase than if I let them hang up. So we're trained to push as hard as we possibly can without burning the lead. But once I've done the overcome the objections, the finance objection, I've gone deeper, and then I do my little bit about people that get on these calls don't take any action. Blah, blah, blah. As soon as I'm done that, at that point, I've almost overcome 4 objections. So if I keep going, typically speaking, I found I'll burn the lead. So that's when I'll lean out, book the follow-up call, send transformation, send testimonials. Then on the follow-up call,
Okay, no, I get it, because in my mind, kind of like booking the follow-up call was, or I perceived it as keep on pushing.
No,
But
booking the follow-up call is good.
But it's not.
No, booking the follow-up call. Okay, perfect. How much time do you need? Like, when is your husband home? 7 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So
Okay.
you're going to be speaking to him at 7. How about we book a follow-up call at 7:30 p.m. PST tonight? Either way, whether you decide you're going to take action or not, we can have that conversation. And, on that call, I'll make sure I'll give you some value if you don't take action. And if you do take action, we'll change your life. Cool? So
Okay.
I'm making
All
it
right.
almost like, so I booked the follow-up call, which adds sales resistance, but then I remove sales resistance by saying, even if you don't take action, I completely respect it.
Okay.
But we can chat on the call and we can kind of go forward from there. Cool?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it. I'll try that up.
Cool. You're asking great questions, by the way, because you closed 6 out of 8 calls and you're asking, how do I close the other 2? That's a fucking smart person. I like it.
Of course.
I like it. Cool.
Thanks, B.
You're welcome, Carolina. Talk to you soon. Peace. All right, guys. Hope you guys have the best day of your entire lives. Thank you guys so much for being my clients. Amazon book drops September 12th, 99 cents on Amazon. Get your book. Love you guys. Have the best day ever. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.